Every word was connected to this somehow. So we created a message. Are you with me? We created a message embedded in a word. So that's why words are so powerful, because they mean things and they convey images in our head and feelings in our being. So when you think about messaging, it's not just for us now. It's for the people out there. Okay? So we can literally put some words together, send it out through into the community, and have people think a thing that we want them to think. Where do we see that happening almost every day in our lives? Where people send words and we start thinking. Commercials. The news. Come on.
The radio.
The radio. All around, there are words that are coming out from other people, and they're making us think things and feel things and learn things. Right? So what about us? We want to switch that thing around. And we don't want to be the ones receiving the, yeah, we can receive the good messages, right? But we want to be the ones to give a good message. And one of the things that has happened is that the overall goal of this messaging is to be sure that we get that message out to help people live the best possible life they can live for themselves. That means they don't want to hurt themselves in any way. They don't want to eat things that are not good. They don't want to take drugs that are harmful. They don't want to listen to music that makes their mind think things that they shouldn't. We want to just stay positive. And you guys are going to use words, powerful words, to make sure that the message gets out to as many people as possible. And one of the ways that we do that is through the blog. Okay? Through the blog. And so every word you put there has meaning. Not that you have to be so careful about whether it's and or, you know, A and D, capital or small, but just think about the meaning that these words convey and how you can create a message, a positive message for them. So was that?
We're not going to take time over this. I'm hoping this is something you guys will go home and read. This is just to give you a little more information about the self-esteem and what it means. So the theme for this week was self-esteem, and it's about your self-esteem and about how to build up your self-esteem. We kind of asked a little bit when you all came in, but I want to have start a little bit more of a formal discussion on what is poetry. When I put that question out there,
you gotta introduce yourself too.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, we'll take a minute and let this young lady introduce herself.
Hi, I'm B. Darren, E. Bueller. It's my mom. This is my mentor. I've been writing poetry since, not even just poetry, but I've been writing in general since like 4th grade. And it's just been kind of growing ever since then. I do other types of self-expression like dance, act, sing, all that stuff kind of goes hand in hand, but it all started with me doing poetry when I was young. And then it grew into dancing, it grew into acting, it grew into all these other things. As far as what is poetry, poetry is just that. Poetry is self-expression. And there's no right way or wrong way to do it. There's lots of different types of poetry. Poems can be as simple as like hip hop, hippie to the hip hop and don't stop, something like that, very simple. Or they can be complex, like who is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and I'm yawning? Like, it can be intricate, it can be simple. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. It's just expressing how you feel and getting your message across. It can be right in your face, or it can be something that makes you think to where you have to hear it a few times, and you still won't even get everything. It just depends on what you're talking about. That's how I see it.
So when we put that question on the table, what do you all think when I ask you what is poetry? When I pose the question, what is poetry? What do you think? And what would be your answer? Or what is poetry to you? How about you? Okay. Good. So so you think poetry is good? Do you like to write? Or have you ever, so you do? Okay. How about you? When I ask the question.
Poetry is an opportunity to express an inner perception outward.
That's about the sum of it right there for what we own.
Yeah.
Y'all all have a voice on the inside of you that you might not utilize and express. We give y'all a voice. Through your poetry, the world can hear whatever's going on inside of you. You're freely to express it. Because keeping it quiet, sometimes people can't get to know the true you until you allow us. You gotta be transparent sometimes. I mean, through a lot of my poetry, it helps me as well because I'm allowing myself to grow because I'm going outward. All this stuff that's been bundled up in me for years and I kept in and created pain and unwanted feelings, by me letting it out, it's free now. And I'm free from it. It's no longer having me in bondage. So I salute that. That's couldn't have said it no better.
I think of poetry, I think of like an outlet, like just a way to put everything on the table and just feel relief.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay.
I think poetry is powerful to express yourself and like let yourself like be out there.
Very good.
How about you?
I think poetry is like powerful words that all come together and like talk tell people about what you're thinking and then create some piece of art.
It's a piece of
Poetry
art,
is
you said?
art. Yes.
Nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
poetry.
Very nice.
Poetry is art.
Yeah.
It is. So, we wanted you to perform something for us because you know our theme of this week is self-esteem, and you all are going to get to write a poem.
That's what I want to go with your thought. This is my idea, what I normally do too. It's like my icebreaker, because by being self-esteem, it may fit into it. I have a lot of my youth write on poems. And the first poem is always I am. And it, remember that? And it brings out the I am, it can be, the whole poem can be that I am, it can almost be your affirmation. I am beautiful, I am whatever. It doesn't have to rhyme, it's just telling the world what you are. You expressing to them who you are. I am this. That'll be your homework. To go homework to come back with next week. And we're gonna start some stuff. Huh? You still do?
I have mine. I
got yours
remember
too?
it, but I got it written down.
I ain't gonna tell y'all. I write poems differently from most people. I don't write a whole lot of them down no more. I write them while I'm riding in my car, so I'm memorizing them as I'm driving, taking the kids to school, whatever time I get, it's there. So then I don't have to take the time to memorize it because it's already there. So that's how I write a lot. So when I write a lot of old stuff, like she tried to get me to remember one that I wrote in 2005, it's gone. Because new stuff that came up. Life creates lyrics for me. So as long as I'm living life, I always have something to write about. No matter what it is, whether it's bad or good, I turn the bad into greater. Greatness is you. Each and every one of you. This is my saying. GBG. Go be great. There's nothing in between you and greatness but yourself. But you getting your poem? You know yours?
I think I still remember it.
Alright, so what we do before anybody takes the stage to do a poem, that's where we get that affirmation, feeding your energy. Because we feeding poets like a certain kind of energy to jump into. So we feed the energy to the poet that's coming to the stage. Feed me your energy, I'll feed it back. Feed me your energy, I'll feed it back. Feed me your energy, I'll feed it back. Feedback. Y'all gonna get this before y'all too.
See, I am me. Designed to be unique until my eyes roll back to find my mind in pieces. Of a whole with a soul with a role to play whose job it is to make life make sense for free. By never forgetting who I am meant to be, my identity. I am me. Simple.
That's how y'all can do that, right? Y'all got a whole week. Y'all can make that happen, right? Right? Y'all can help each other. Y'all brothers. Be together. Unity. So I don't remember my I am.
We did a,
Go ahead.
Hold on one second.
This guy here actually is younger. I do some of my dog members I taught poetry.
Yep.
Release.
Yes.
However, I taught this guy a rap when he was younger. He got about 6 years started to rap.
Right.
But he was born with it. I just thought it was like an expression of what he was going through. He was rap.
Right.
And I don't know if he still remember it when he
You don't remember it?
Oh, it was real short, but
Right. And that's how it can be. It can be something as short as that, but it's powerful. Even in how short it can be, because I've heard people do long drawn out stuff, and at the end of the day, I probably don't remember none of it. But when it's short, simple, and to the point, it means a lot to you as well as the people that's hearing. So a lot of stuff I write, even though it's for myself, it helps so many others that probably went down the same path I did. I wasn't always positive. I was redirected a lot of routes because that's what was presented to me. The music I was hearing, the people I was hanging around, even my uncles, they wasn't giving me goodness. They wasn't giving me the greatness. They wasn't telling me who I could become. They was keeping me in this box where they were at. They drink a lot. They was doing everything, but I wasn't here to judge them, but I was learning up under that. So once I got to rapping, it gave me my outlet to get away from all the arguing, the bickering that was going on between my uncles, and that was my outlet. And I found freedom in that. So when I kept writing, and people started listening to it, it made me feel good about what I'm writing because somebody listened. All I wanted to do was be heard. And I used to get ignored and all that, but once I started rapping, and started rapping first, and then I said, man, what'll happen if I take the beat away? I was just meeting people in my words. And that's how I became the poet. Because now I got a job. I'm obligated to put something better in the universe around me than what the negative that I was getting taught. Let me give something better. So take away the beat, no distraction, and give straight message, straight words, straight truth, and in the midst of that, spread love. So that's what came back. It was reciprocated. Bless you. Spread love, love kept coming back. Y'all love yourself, right? And majority of the time, human beings find themselves needy of other people's love, other people to define them. Once you find out who you are really, truly in yourself, you won't need nobody else to tell you. Like she was saying, encouraging yourself. So spoken words sometimes are all that. And you're going to have fun doing it. You can't get no better than that. And find something that you can love to do, have fun doing it, have pops around, root you on, your peers, rooting it on. That's a good feeling. And we just really hope to help y'all get to that point. We are going to get there. I know it. I see it. You too. When you how old? 9? That's it. I wish I was right here at the table with people giving me some good stuff at 9 years old. Whoa. I can talk all day. But it's because it's a worthy cause. It feels like when I'm talking, it's not for me. Somebody's absorbing. Everything is being heard. And it don't matter right now. You may not speak on it or say something. But you can feel when something is draining your energy and it's pulling at you to, just drop some gems. So I wish you could let that go home and think on it and come back next week with something. I'm gonna go do this one. You said you typed up.
No, I didn't see it.
This one is kind of, I got something. I'm gonna try to. This is like a poem I wrote. It was to like build up the everyday individual, the everyday artist, the everyday person where you feel like sometimes you don't want to push yourself, or sometimes you put others before your causes and your needs. Like anything. Like me as a dad, sometimes I have to put my children first, put some things behind, and say I'm gonna take out my day in this time to go make them happy. So sometimes you do that, but it's called due season. If you don't love yourself or believe in yourself, then who will? No, we ain't even start off right. What we supposed to do before any poet start? I'm breaking the rules. Feed me your energy, I'll feed it back. Feed me your energy, I'll feed it back. Feed me your energy, I'll feed it back. Feed it back. That feels better. If you don't love yourself or believe in you, then who will? See, God God gave you a gift that's so hot, so why should you chill? Oh, I get it. It's the many critics that told you stop, quit, and don't finish. Or maybe you thought it was your turn to put you on the back burner for a minute. Well, it's time to fly again. Sky's the limit. And it's all good if God's all in it. It's the race to be won, and go ahead with it. But you're victorious even before you cross the finish line. And somebody in you told you would know when it's time, but sometimes you got to stay on your own way and step aside. And somebody came to give you an uplift so accept the ride. But sometimes you got to get out of your own way and step aside, get up and move around. Got to do you no matter who's around. If you get life your best fight, you'll never lose around. Mayweather type of attitude. Somebody probably getting mad, but we here to be glad at you. Give you some gratitude. So tell everybody else to step back while we give you gratitude. Because it's your due season. You don't need a new reason. They say you reap what you sow. So it's your due season. So go ahead and collect your harvest. Make your plans. Set your target. Love you. You your best artist. You got a masterpiece in you, George. Wait to get started. It's your due season.
Okay, y'all ready to write? Yeah, we're gonna write a poem today. Y'all gonna write a poem today.
We're gonna help. I'm gonna walk around and help
We're
y'all
gonna help, yeah.
stir up that
So
creativity.
you gonna do the I did it. I come from a place. That's what we did last night.
Yeah, dude, stay on the plan. Stay on the
No,
plan.
we can do it.
Whatever's, which one you got? You say it's called what?
I come from a place. That's what we did last night.
Because I'm thinking too, the way I'm from gonna come somewhere and
It
fix it.
is. That's why I wait.
So,
I don't
okay.
remember what I had for them.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna let their mom know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because all y'all that got lost, she probably knew everybody.
Disappeared off the corner.
So, you got a bike park right here.
You want to pull it in? So, yeah.
Yeah, pull it in.
Move the camera over here.
Okay, so the